In most countries, eating a raw egg could land you in the hospital. But in Japan, it's breakfast. No cooking, no seasoning, just an egg straight from the shell into your mouth. So, what's their secret? Why are raw eggs safe in Japan and dangerous almost everywhere else? This is the story behind Japan's insanely clean egg industry. In Japan, raw eggs aren't a risky dare. They're a part of everyday meals, breakfast, lunch, and even high-end sushi. It's so normal, most Japanese kids grow up eating them without a second thought. But for visitors, it's one of the biggest food culture shocks they'll experience. Where you're from, you've probably seen warning labels on egg cartons. Do not consume raw or undercooked. But in Japan, those same eggs are cracked raw over rice, dipped into boiling sukiyaki, or slurped from a sushi bar. So what makes Japanese eggs so different? It's not just tradition, it's science, systems, and a nationwide obsession with cleanliness. So why are raw eggs considered dangerous in most parts of the world? One word, salmonella, a single microscopic bacteria that can turn a raw egg into a hospital visit. In the US, around 1 in every 20,000 eggs is estimated to carry it. That might not sound like much until you realize that Americans consume billions of eggs each year. The risk comes from how eggs are handled after they're laid. In many countries, eggs aren't washed or sterilized. They're collected, packed, and shipped without ever removing the invisible bacteria that can live on the shell, or worse, inside it. And here's what most people don't know. Refrigeration slows bacteria down. But if the egg was contaminated to begin with, the cold won't save you. That's why public health officials warn you. Don't eat raw eggs. Don't lick the spoon. Don't risk it. So if raw eggs are this risky almost everywhere else, how did Japan turn them into a national delicacy? This is where the difference begins. Raw eggs are considered safe to eat in Japan due to a combination of factors, including strict quality control measures at every stage of egg production, from farm to table, and a cultural emphasis on freshness and thorough handling. This includes rigorous inspection and cleaning of eggs, along with shorter shelf lives and specific guidelines for handling and consumption. In Japan, the journey of a raw safe egg starts just hours after it's laid. Eggs are collected almost immediately, before bacteria even has a chance to grow. And from here, it gets even more intense. Each egg is washed with warm, sterilized water, around 40 degrees Celsius, and a food-safe detergent. No dirt, no feathers, no bacteria left on the shell. Then they're UV sterilized, blasted with light to kill off anything microscopic that might have survived next. The eggs are dried with warm air, eliminating surface moisture, because moisture means bacteria can spread. All of this happens in automated environments, minimizing human contact, reducing the chance of contamination even further. Every egg is then individually inspected using bright light to spot cracks or internal flaws. If there's even the slightest imperfection, it's out, rejected. Only the cleanest, most structurally sound eggs move forward. Once packed, they go straight into cold storage, and from that moment on, they never leave the cold chain. Refrigerated trucks take them to refrigerated warehouses, then to refrigerated supermarket shelves. From farm to store, the temperature is tightly controlled. And all of it, just one egg, can be safely eaten raw. Japan's obsession with clean eggs doesn't stop at the factory. Even after packaging, those eggs are treated like perishables, not pantry items. They're kept cold, every step of the way. This is what's known as the cold chain, a temperature-controlled pipeline that runs from the farm to the truck to the store, and finally, your home fridge. At no point are Japanese eggs allowed to sit at room temperature. Not during shipping, not in storage, and not on supermarket shelves. The goal is simple. Stop bacteria before it even has a chance to grow. And here's the part most foreigners completely miss. Japanese egg cartons have not one, but 2 expiration dates. The first, that's your raw safe window. Usually around 7 days after the packaging date. That's when the egg is at peak safety, perfect for raw use. The second date is for cooked consumption only, because even Japan's cleanest egg loses its raw safe status as time goes on. After a week, the risk begins to rise, and people follow it seriously. That's the level of precision Japan brings to something as simple as an egg. It's not just about hygiene. It's about trusting a system that works from farm to fridge. Because here, food safety isn't just regulation, it's culture. In Japan, food safety isn't just enforced, it's understood, respected, and even expected. Ask a Japanese shopper about raw eggs, and chances are, they know exactly which date to eat it by, what dish it works best in, and why it's safe, only if handled properly. His awareness starts young. Kids learn in school how to read labels, handle food, and follow hygiene protocols. It's built into the culture. And that trust, it's not blind, it's earned. Producers undergo rigorous training, facilities are routinely inspected, and the government runs millions of salmonella tests each year. Because when a whole country eats eggs raw, there's no room for error. In most countries, the system tells you what not to do. In Japan, the system tells you exactly how to do it, safely. So if Japan can make raw eggs safe, why doesn't the rest of the world do the same? The short answer? It's complicated. It comes down to infrastructure, cost, and culture. In the US, eggs are washed, but the focus is more on refrigeration than sterilization. In Europe, eggs aren't washed at all. Instead, the natural shell coating is preserved to ward off bacteria. Each system has its logic, but none are built to guarantee raw consumption like Japan's is. To replicate Japan's model, other countries would need to rebuild their egg industry from the ground up, from farm practices to logistics to consumer education. It's not just a matter of washing eggs better. It's a complete system redesign. So when you eat a raw egg in Japan, you're not just tasting tradition. You're tasting the result of national precision, cultural awareness, and a food safety system that's unlike any other in the world. And behind that one simple meal is a system built on trust, precision, and national discipline. So the next time you see a raw egg cracked over rice, or stirred into noodles, or sipped in a drink, remember, it's not just a culinary choice. It's a cultural commitment to doing things differently. Would you ever try it? Would you trust a raw egg if you knew the system behind it? Or better yet, would you travel to Japan just to taste the difference for yourself? Tell us what you think. Would this ever work in your country? Or is Japan's egg perfection something the rest of the world can only dream about? This is more than just breakfast. It's the cleanest egg on earth, and Japan cracked the code.